let's talk about this game right here. This is Yoshi in the Mysterious Book. And honestly, let's just say this too as well. Hey man, if you make content, no matter where you are, if you don't have a studio, you gotta make it wherever you can. So it's raining right now. I'm in the car, as you can probably tell. But yeah, we still gotta make that content. So still gotta get it done. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about Nintendo Switch 2. This is the Yoshi Mysterious Book and kind of its overview of the game itself. I'll say this, I'm going to kind of look at it and take the approach of one, being a dad, and the game is rated E for everyone, and then also two, as a gamer. And I'll say this, the game itself, as playing it, I would say, is it worth the $69.99 price tag USD? I mean, of course, that's always debatable, right? Every game that comes out, it's always, is it worth the money? And I guess it all depends on the type of gamer you want. Should I probably waited this? This game, chances are Nintendo Switch games ever really going on sale, it's going to be a very long time before ever it does. So spending $70, it is what it is. To me, of course, I would say maybe paying for the digital pricing, I think it was like $59.99. So around, I would say $50 to $60, I think would be a good price point for it. But hey, it's a Nintendo Switch 2 game. But outside of the actual pricing, the overall gaming experience, I'm looking at as this. It is a puzzle platformer game. Going in as like, oh, it's just going to be like any other Yoshi game, and to an extent it can be, or it can be looked at. As a gamer, I would say this is more of a puzzler or puzzle style game. You definitely have to kind of go into it and looking at the game itself, or when you do visit these little worlds and all these chapters, yeah, there are puzzles to be solved and things you got to find and kind of put on the thinking cap. And another thing too with that is, yeah, it is, I would say, definitely a puzzle game. It is, I wouldn't really consider it as a platformer game where you're just getting coins and stuff like that. No, I think it's just more of a puzzle game and finding objects and finding the things you can try to find every single thing, or in the chapters basically. So yeah, I would say it's more of a puzzler or a puzzle game. For kids, my son is 5 years old. He's going to be playing it as well. I don't know, help him out with it. And I guess it all depends on how young the audience gamer is that's going to be playing this. As a family game, I think it's actually really cool to have in the collection as a family game. There are some parts of it, even for me. I mean, I'm no pro like finding every single thing in puzzle games, but yeah, some things you kind of got to think about, like, oh my god, like, how do you do this, or where is this? Because certain things are not fully explained, or how to search for it, which is fine. It's not a game I look into, or in my personal opinion, it's not a game that's going to hold your hand and reveal every single thing. Now, in the game itself, you do have things where you get the coins, and then you can get hints in the chapters to find little ideas of how to actually maybe find that flower or that sunflower, or extra things you're trying to achieve or complete to 100 kind of thing. You know what I mean? So there are those where you can just come back into the chapter and use your coins to reveal hints and go back into it and explore more. So yeah, that's pretty fun on that aspect. Again, the game is E for everybody, so I think it's a good family game for kids or any young ones out there playing a game too, as a co-op, or just parents or whatnot, or friends playing a game and just trying to solve the puzzles. Very fun to play. Yes. One big thing I think I have to say, where some people were talking about, there's no health meter, or like basically, if you, I don't know, like get hit a couple more times, you got to start over, kind of like in Mario, where you get like health, like how many lives you get. Yeah, you definitely, there's no health meters. You don't have to worry about like how many lives you have to use or whatnot. It's just never ending. It's endless. You won't, die kind of thing. But that's fine. Again, this game is E for everybody, and I look at it as that way. It's totally fine that you're not having to have a game or go into this game thinking that you got to have all these lives to kind of complete everything. No, it's just more going in there, exploring, seeing what the chapters are, seeing the characters, seeing what they have to do to use each characters to basically find certain objectives. Like there was one of the chapters you have to use Shy Guys and different Shy Guys to find certain things, which is all fun in that sense. So going into this game, you gotta look at it that way, right? Now, again, coming back to it, as a dad, I think it's phenomenal, especially if you got kids and you're like playing it with your kids. And as a family game, it's a very cool, cute, cozy style game. It's not a lot of fast action. There's not a lot of fast cutscenes to it, which is nice. I know some of us, or some parents, and even myself, don't want to have our kids, or I don't want my son playing super flashy, sensitive, or a lot of cutscenes, especially if you have other young ones that are maybe watching other their siblings play, if that makes sense. I know a lot of games that have a lot of flashiness to it and a lot of cutscenes. No, this game does not, in my opinion. I think it's really nice. The colors are there, very vibrant, and it's just really nice if other kids are, if you have that and they're playing, is everyone's just kind of sitting around and watching you play. That's a cool little aspect, if that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, as a family style game, definitely worth it. I think it's fun. I'm hoping they put out more DLC in the future for this game. There's a lot of cool things with it. It is cute. You get to choose different types of Yoshis in terms of the colors, which is fine. Which is fun too. I think it's a nice little add-on, is that you get to name the characters or certain findings that you do, which that could be, depending on the gamer or the person. They can always come up with some funny names, which I'm really surprised that they will actually allow you to name those characters, if you get what I'm saying. But you can also too let Mr. E, the book, to decide what name that you find for that main character or main finding. You can change it to, or whatever, even if you didn't like what they picked. It's like more like what they decide to pick. And a lot of it's cute little names too for the characters. A lot of us were talking about, or I've seen other videos talking about, like how you can name the Shy Guys for once, because Shy Guys never able to find different name or different characters. I don't know, I haven't got a chance to see that part. But again, coming back to, I would say, yeah, overall, I mean, the price, sure, it's $70 for Nintendo Switch 2, but it is what it is. But the game, again, I would say, yeah, definitely, if you really want to play the Yoshi games, definitely go into it. It's fun, especially if you got a young audience or kids as a parent that you want to play with them or watch them play with their siblings. It is a fun game. Again, the puzzles can be challenging depending on that. So yeah, sometimes you just kind of gotta think. And I guess what it is that can make it a lot easier is the fact that you're not going into each chapter rushing to try to complete something. You just kind of really truly take your time, experience, and see the environment of the game itself, and just kind of take in the artwork and just kind of chill and play the game and solve it as your work at your own pace, or play at your own pace, if so yeah, in that sense, the game is totally worth it. But yeah, if you are playing this game and you're here in this video, let me know what you guys think of the game itself. What do you think of it overall? Is it something you would add to your game list or purchase physical or digital? I'm more team physical. I like physical media. But yeah, again, let me know in the comments. And if you are still here and you hit that sub button, thank you so much for watching and hitting that sub button and supporting this page, and as I grow this content. And until next video, guys, I'll see you around.